Hi, welcome everyone to our DHW Human Library. So today, our inspirational alumni is Mohit, and he's going to share with us today all about his upbringing in Delia and his current state of play. Now, should we start, Mohit?
Yes.
Now, the first thing is, can you tell us which year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2012.
In 2012.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mohit, can you tell us some of your schooling experience in Delia in particular, like your junior years and senior years?
My schooling and experience in Hippo was very exciting. I was taught a lot of things. I met a lot of great friends, a lot of great teachers, which were inspirations to doing what I wanted to do in life. Someone like you as well.
Thank you.
My English teacher.
Right. Let's not talk about me. Continue.
It was very exciting. Like growing up in Delia, as in a local school especially. At some part it was tough because we had, you're in Hong Kong, and the fact that you're in Hong Kong, you have to learn Chinese, and to survive in a place like Hong Kong, you need to learn how to speak Chinese and the Chinese ways. So I think that being in a local school, being in a school like Hippo especially, taught us some of those local ways, taught us the Chinese language, even though we didn't learn the proper DSE level. We did the GCSEs, which was good as well.
So good for your survival right now?
Yeah, definitely. It's helping a lot.
Okay, that's good to hear. Now, can you tell me, obviously you mentioned about there were tough times when you were studying.
Yeah.
Now, were there any moments, I know you personally very well, maybe the viewers have no idea, so let me just look into one perspective. What I know is you are a very talented, artistic sort of kid,
Yeah.
So, were there any tipping moments during your studying in the school that has shaped what you are and who you are today?
Definitely, I would say so, because it taught me discipline. Learning in school especially taught me discipline, and it brought my creativity to another level, because for instance, where we had English classes, there were different things we would learn in terms of vocab, and all that stuff actually helps me with the music that I make. And yeah, just in general, I think, going to school, education is a very important factor in one's life, and it definitely does shape you, because you're around people, and not only you learn about yourself, but you also get to experience different things, and hear different things from your friends, and eventually find your passion for what you enjoy doing.
Now, we'd like to know a little bit more about what you did. So you graduated in 2012, so probably the first HKDSE cohort.
First batch.
Yeah, the first batch. So after DSE, where did you go?
Well, at first I applied for university, different universities like City University, Baptist, and I went to those interviews as well. But unfortunately, I didn't get a place. It's actually very hard, in my opinion, as a student growing up. It's quite difficult to get a place in universities in Hong Kong, because there are few and there are a lot of students. And but I went to this school called Royal Brisbane International in Tsim Sha Tsui.
A private school?
Yeah, well, a private school that's originated from Australia, but
Right.
they've come to Hong Kong, and they've made it a local program tying up with
Right.
Hong Kong structure, sort of schooling structure. So that's what I did for 1 year, and because I wanted to definitely pursue and further my studies. So I took up a bachelor program with Bachelor in Business with Royal Brisbane, but as I started getting into it, I was very busy with duties with family, and for us brown people, it's it's a commitment. As you're growing up, your parents expect you to start working and gaining some experience in life as well. So that's what I got into. I started working. I did 2 jobs. I was in the telecommunications and marketing field. So that's where I started, and then along the way, my dad does. He has his own business, so he wanted me to help him grow it further, and I definitely said yes, and I left what I was doing, and I helped him. And during that time, we were traveling a lot, so I found it very difficult to keep up with the time schedules between studying and working. So I did a year. I graduated. I got my diploma, and then I took a break. And I still definitely want to get back to it.
So basically, during the course of your study, you venture out, do a couple of things at the
Yes.
same time, for business, for survival purpose, and
Yeah.
all these things. On your interest side, like, correct me if I'm wrong, like, on your Facebook page, people call you DJ Mojito.
Yeah.
What is that? Can you please tell us?
That's basically my stage name. With what I do, with my passion. I have a passion for music, and it initially started as a rap group in hip-hop during those times, and then leading on to that journey, we had a group for about 3-4 years, and somewhere along the way, we unfortunately weren't able to cope with different, some differences, like people had to do different things, and everyone was in a different field, like work-wise and time-wise as well. It was hard to find time, so we split up, and somewhere along the way over there I found my passion for DJing, and that's the stage name that everybody knows me as now.
So DJ Mojito.
Yes.
Now, how has your interest in DJ become part of your career?
Well, honestly, at first, in the start, it was very difficult because I had no connections. I had very less knowledge about DJing. As of course, as you start out, you have to start somewhere. So once I started out, I started going out and meeting people who are in that field and who know more about it. I met some really great friends like Anil, Seth, who are great DJs in Hong Kong for about 10 plus years now. So they guided me along the way, and it took a lot of practice. That's actually what made me get to the level of skill that I have today, I believe. It's definitely the quote they say, practice makes perfect. It definitely does. And
so from your sharing, I can feel that you have the essence of our school motto, striving for advancement.
Definitely.
Despite adversity.
Yeah.
Like, you have faced a lot of challenges, whether in studies, career, interests, and then finding where you'd like to go and embarking on it.
Yeah.
So this whole process is something I'm sure the students have to, keep in their mind. And then now, two more questions.
Yeah.
Now, the other question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10, 15 years?
Well, in the next 5 to 10 years, my personal goal is to travel, which is another thing I love doing, to travel and have my passion take me where I want to go to these different countries and basically perform for the people in the different countries. That's my goal in the short term, and in the long term, what I want to do is I want to build. I want to work more on the how do you say? I would like to work more on building the talent we have in Hong Kong locally, because I feel like during my times as I was coming up, it was hard for me to, because I feel like people are very narrow-minded, especially in the industry in Hong Kong, when it comes to music and hip-hop music in particular. And I actually want to help younger kids, younger talents in the future to sort of who are interested in this field and help them build and you know, learn different things about the music industry.
Very well said. And I hope we can see this materialize in the foreseeable
Definitely.
future. And last thing, is there any quotes or any message that you would like to share with our alumni or our students who are currently studying,
Yeah.
to motivate them or inspire them?
I would say don't count your losses. Sorry, don't count your wins, but always think of a better way on how you can overcome your losses and how it can make you improve. Because you know, losses come dime a dozen, but the best thing you get from your losses is experience. It's not actually a loss, it's an experience, and you've actually learned something. Use that wisely, I would say.
Okay. So, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And then this is our students, Mohit, or what he is popular with, DJ Mojito. So please follow the following link, and you can follow him and follow our DHW Human Library. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.